Fala galera, bem-vindos ao canal com mais um vídeo. Estamos aqui de volta com vocês com mais um Starfield. Vamos lá. Vamos começar aqui. Eu acho que eu vou perguntar a todo mundo. Deixa eu ver aqui.
You mean what could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There are so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before? They did openly threaten you, as I understand it. I'd say that's something to worry about. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now. See you later.
Vamos ver aqui, Matheus tem algum...
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it?
Nós tivemos instalado
There's certainly precedent, isn't there? We've been operating for a while now on the fringes of what humans, know and understand. Why rule anything out? I just think we should be open-minded. Keep everything on the table. I did say it was a metaphor, didn't I? Never meant it to be taken completely literally, but you never know. Maybe they appeared in a form we're familiar with. It's the argument I have with Walter every other week. Science and reason have their place, but so does faith. We have all of them at our disposal, and I don't for 1 second believe they're mutually exclusive. Take care of yourself.
Vamos ver quem que é o próximo. Quem mais a gente pode perguntar aqui? Vamos falar com a Andreia.
Yes. All right then.
Andreia não...
Spend so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems orbiting in my head.
I know
You had a hell of a shake. Getting bullied in the void. Starborn sure know how to make an entrance. Ready to head back out there? The Eye can help you find the artifacts, but I'm afraid she's blind to our new competitor.
Posso te dar sobre os artefatos? Não sei se quero ir atrás disso agora. Não, vamos...
Double check the safety and locks wherever you go, okay? Exploration's dangerous, even without some nefarious group trying to kill you.
Então já temos mais 2 destinos para ir, certo? Deixa eu ver quem mais que a gente pode vir aqui perguntar.
What is it?
Later.
Tá, ele não tem nada para falar.
Sorry. Lay it on me.
Não, Barry também não tem. Vamos falar aqui com o Walter aqui antes de a gente seguir. Tava me perguntando se você tinha mais trabalho para mim. Vamos botar aqui.
Not my first time in a hostile negotiation, as you well know. Admittedly, I usually know more about who I'm facing off against. I'm very interested in what Noel can learn from the scans. The technology on that ship was impressive, to say the least. If there's a chance, we could learn enough to duplicate some of it.
Eu só aprendo o que eu conheço. Não tem problema para se preocupar agora, seria...
I got to where I am by taking advantage of opportunities, no matter where I find them. Might as well make the most of this crazy situation.
E vamos perguntar do tal discurso.
Right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again. Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest. Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave, surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate. My soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since.
Ah, legal.
Bye.
Depois a gente pergunta se tem mais trabalho ali, porque aí já vira uma outra missão, vamos botar assim. Ah, legal, cara. Olha, Apolo. Ah, tem que ir pro meu quarto. Aqui. Essa aqui. Isso aqui eu não vou. Tampa removida. Espacial, mochila que eu tô usando, capacete. Tá bom. Para onde a gente vai? Ah, tá. Tá, então eu tenho que perguntar se tem mais trabalho. Tá, então tá certo.
I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon.
Conhecimento bastante para saber que tem interesse por trás disso.
There's no fooling you. Don't worry, this is a much lower stake opportunity. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested?
Quando for, seja o que for lá o topo, você vai ter que me dar mais informação.
Of course, now that I know you're interested. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done. Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place.
Mergulho no desconhecido. Bom. Design custoso. Tá, vamos nesse aqui. Vamos fazer esse aqui, o design curioso. Aonde que a gente tem que ir? Narion. Davik. Ah, tem que ir até o...
I do not get paid enough to deal with stuff like that.
Vamos direto pra cabine. Agora sim.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
If you're looking for the cutting edge of starship design, you've arrived. Welcome to Stroud Eklund.
Então a gente vai falar com a Sarah, tem uma coisa pra gente.
Docking job there. Nice work.
Tá, vamos. Chegamos aqui, tá vendo? Vamos falar com ela aqui?
I wanted to talk to you, but honestly, I don't know where to begin. The Starborn's technology is simply astonishing. It's just almost too much to process.
Então você não considera procurar nada parecido com eles?
Of course not. No one has. If an encounter with this level of importance had occurred in the past, I assure you that Constellation would be well acquainted with it.
Não, isso aqui eu não...
Yes.
Nenhuma daquelas outras duas entra ali no...
But you can hardly blame me, can you? You do understand the significance of this encounter, don't you? This is humankind's first contact with what I believe is an alien race. A race with technology that could be far superior to our own. Oh, we could learn so much from them.
Tá parecendo que você admira ele, não estaria disposto a nos ensinar?
I'd say that's not very likely. If we are to learn anything from the Starborn, we're going to have to take the initiative ourselves. I wouldn't say I was afraid. More like approaching the situation with caution. Can't be a coincidence that these Starborn suddenly appeared after your experience at that temple. We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts, but what's their true motivation? What aren't they telling us?
Espero que a gente consiga chegar a algum entendimento com eles. A possibilidade de terem segundas intenções é perturbadora. Me preocupo que esteja aqui para nos destruir. Vamos botar isso aqui.
They're certainly hostile, but I don't think they're here to completely annihilate us, or they would have done so already. Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the Starborn. What their species is like, where they're from, how they're able to speak our language. I feel like a cadet on my very first day aboard a spaceship. My mind is absolutely swimming with questions.
Onde é que são uma forma de vida alienígena? Acho que são anjos, acho que são viajantes do tempo. Vamos.
Obviously. But there has to be more to these beings than simply originating from another world. Their name alone, Starborn. There's some type of hidden meaning there. Something that feels very old. Perhaps even ancient. Whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation intends to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Vamos esforçar mais para aprender com ele, devemos cautelar lidar. Seja o que for, é melhor não ficar no caminho dele. Deixa eu... Você acha que... Se fosse pedir por que você acha que eles chamam estelares?
I'm not really sure. Scientifically speaking, we're all born from the stars. Most of the chemical components of our body, carbon, oxygen, sulfur, are exactly the same as those manufactured by internal stellar reactions. Now, ask someone like Matteo the same question, and he'd probably give a more theological answer. But hey, it's all a guessing game anyway.
Lidar com nossa compreensão.
Exactly. We must use all of the tools at our disposal to learn more about the Starborn and their connection to the artifacts.
Tem certeza que vai tirar esse mistério limpo? Só quero que você... Só não quero que você se machuque, estarei do seu lado em cada etapa.
Thank you. I really appreciate your support right now. You know, it's funny. When I was a little girl, I'd lay on the ground and stare up at the stars. I was absolutely convinced they held a secret. I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed, listening, waiting for the secret to be whispered in my ear. This encounter with the Starborn is that moment to me. The stars are finally whispering, and I need to hear what they have to say.
Não, vamos aproveitar. Vou aproveitar o poder aqui pra flertar.
Although I'm flattered that you think of me that way, there's a time and a place for that sort of talk. This is definitely not one of them. Well then, I've certainly wasted enough of your valuable time. Just do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. I wouldn't want to lose one of the most valuable members of Constellation.
Vamos lá.
Greetings, Captain.
Se o Vasco não tá acompanhando a gente, ele tá sempre...
So this is the Star Yard Walter can't stop talking about. I can certainly see why. It's a monumental operation.
Tá, acesso de segurança. Contrato. Ah, legal.
This place is something else.
Ah, tá. Agora eu tô entendendo isso aqui. Isso aqui é tudo miniatura dos componentes da nave. Olha isso. Ah, legal. Painel de missões. Ela tá aqui. Deixa eu dar uma... A master.
Oh, this must be Walter's consulting friend. Please, come join us. We've been waiting for you. Hello. Hi there.
Ah, faz tempo que você
It might
lidera.
surprise you to hear that no, I have not. This is actually the first project I've led for Stroud Eklund. I recently graduated with a master's degree in engineering management. I'm actually kind of surprised they hired me, but I was at the top of my class, so maybe they didn't want to lose me to some other star yard. Anyway, I'm grateful for the chance to do good work here.
Tá, bem, isso aqui explica um pouco deles estarem nesse enrolo, né? Ah, tá, você de projeto... Não, vamos lá, vamos falar sobre o projeto da
You
nave.
must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job.
Sinceramente, não faço a mínima ideia do que eu voto confiar essa tarefa. Pra mim, tanto faz, vamos acabar logo com isso. Chega dessa atitude passiva agressiva, eu vou contar pro alto. Não, porque ela tá sendo agradável, né? Vamos.
Well, I hope your enthusiasm counts for something. Anyway, let's get to it.
We shall see.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud Eklund's next hit starship. But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it.
Acabou de dificuldade de escolher um tipo de nave para produzir, porque pode falar um pouco sobre a equipe. Fica olhando e aprenda um pouco, uma coisa ou outra comigo. Não, vamos lá.
There are a lot of factors to consider. Who is our market and what do they want in a ship? Which components are we putting into it? How fast should it go? How much cargo capacity should it have? What color should it be? We need to decide every little detail.
Então vamos falar um pouco sobre a
Sure.
equipe.
I'm Jules, R&D project lead. I was the one making all the big decisions. I suppose I just coordinate now. You already heard from Frank. He's lead designer on the project, focused on the look and feel of the ships. There's Ella, another senior designer. She focuses on some of the more technical designs of ships. Went to school with Frank. Mike is our senior engineer, responsible for consulting on all the technical bits, the machinery, the computer systems, etc. And then there's Nev. She's here for marketing. It's her job to weigh in and sell this thing to consumers.
Então já sabemos mais ou menos quem que é quem.
Good. So, before we can do anything, we need to resolve the budget issue. We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we have two new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with?
Podemos fazer aqui quiser com orçamento maior. Por que não usar o orçamento original que receberam? O tipo de código que teríamos no orçamento de design razoável. Vamos botar aqui perfumaria.
While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical. And the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction. And they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name. Who knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs? And would something that expensive actually sell?
Vamos ajudar com design, vamos notar uma proposta. Tá, Isso aqui eu vi que isso aqui vai dar dois tipos de nave, né? Uma maior e uma menor, pelo visto. Vamos na proposta. Vamos primeiro perguntar por que não.
Seriously. It would be a huge win for us if we came in under or at that budget. But none of the viable designs for this project can be made for that amount. I've already rejected that budget, so I have to go to the board regardless. And since you're now responsible for the major decisions, which budget proposal we go with falls on you.
Vamos na perfumaria então.
I was afraid you'd say that. Look, I'm the one who has to go to the board with this proposal, so before I can convince them this is going to be worth it, you're going to need to convince me.
Não sei se posso com você, deve ter outro jeito. Não, vamos usar a persuasão.
Well, I'm all ears because it's going to take a miracle to convince them.
Se coisa menos alta, eu só quero ver isso pronto. Não liga pro custo.
You know, as 50% of the Stroud Eklund name, that might be enough.
Deve ter um jeito de todo mundo sair ganhando nisso. Vamos.
That's what I'm hoping.
Considere.
Maybe. I won't rule it out. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Vou deixar essa persuasão automática pra alguém que eu acho que...
Maybe it's time to consider an outside take like yours. We've tried everything else. Okay, I think you made some good points. I'll go to the board with the kitchen sink proposal and get that approved.
I'm glad you convinced Jules to get that larger budget, but perhaps we could have intervened a bit more.
Great, that's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions.
Desejo maneira de coletar esse tipo de dados, agora não, volta outra hora. Não, vamos lá.
Great! Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there.
Tá, essa aqui é outra situação. Fala sobre pesquisa de mercado. Não, meu filho, não é sentar na cadeira.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years. So, you must have really impressed Walter for him to give you this project. Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism. Never mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in me.
Pedir seu projeto Paraná, vamos ouvir. O que você acha do Walter em você, na gente?
My hope is that he sees the passion in our work. In truth, I know he values me, but he has yet to truly cut me loose from the corporate reins and let me do as I wish. But I understand Walter has given you much greater control of our project. Perhaps I can learn from you and convince him I'm ready for the same.
A experiência não é tanto quanto você pensa. Não, Júlio pediu para oferecer.
Yes. At least you may be more open to my ideas than my colleagues. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind. High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market.
Tá no caminho bom, mas precisa definir um pouco melhor a sua proposta. Já tive ideias melhores em delírios febris, não.
I'm glad you agree. Such an ostentatious luxury craft will be the envy of everyone in the settled systems.
Por que defende tanto seu design? Já de querer vender, né?
Because I am the lead designer on the project. It is literally my job to design it. It is frustrating because I keep getting pushback. And Jules has this idea that we will make a better product by designing it all together. Since everyone has equal say, it led us to a standstill. It was much easier before. 2 words. Conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept?
Porque celebridade gosta de comprar torta e arrodo, né?
Of course you do. I'm glad you understand. Imagine someone like Borealis stepping out of one of our shining luxury ships. Everyone would want to look that cool. Not only would I have the chance to work on a dream ship, but that kind of exposure is guaranteed to sell it.
Que você está tão descontente com as condições e a história de querer vender para...
Just because I do not like how corporate we have become doesn't mean I don't like getting paid. Besides, with every successful ship I design, I believe I can influence the company to shift away from typical corporate bullshit and back to taking risks by pursuing art and innovation. Then again, here we are. 2 words. Conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept?
Tá, isso que a gente já passou.
Of course you do. I'm glad you understand. Imagine someone like Borealis. Everyone would want to look that cool. Not only would I have the chance to work on a dream ship, but that kind of exposure is guaranteed to sell it. Later.
I'm actually kind of amazed we finalized the budget. That was relatively painless.
Vamos falar aqui com a nave.
Hi. Need something?
Tem que falar com você sobre a proposta do projeto e dar esse feedback.
You really want to hear my ideas? I mean, I have an idea, but it's not that great. I'm not even a designer or anything. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht. Something marketed more towards families. Something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that's stupid, right?
Já parece uma grande ideia. Original e divertido. Falando francamente, não é minha especialidade. Não sei... Não, vamos concordar com ela.
Really? Wow, I am... you. I'm really glad I told you about it. Well, if we end up making it, I swear I'll work up a hell of an ad campaign for it. It's interesting. I'm new, and I've never done anything like this before coming here. Marketing for ships, specifically, that is. There are so many things to think of for different demographics, like style, features, cost, and all that. And you also need to think about offensive and defensive capabilities, because space is dangerous, and people need to feel like the ship they're buying is safe. Yeah, I've only been here for a few months. I did a little marketing for Chunks before this, but it was really more of an internship. Ships are, like, totally different than that. I applied for the job here on a whim because I thought it'd be fun. I never expected to be hired. So far I do. But, just between you and me, I feel like I'm in a little over my head. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. But my bosses really seem to like my work, so I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm doing something right. I still feel weird pitching ideas to people who have been at this for so much longer than I have. See you later.
Tá, vamos lá, vamos pra terceira.
We're all super glad you're here, right, everyone? Well, we are.
Ela.
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships?
Eu trabalho com nave espacial, não tenho ideia do que eu estou fazendo, não vamos... eu não tenho ideia do que eu estou fazendo, mas não vou dar essa abertura pra ela, né?
Nothing, and this would be a complete disaster. As long as you are willing to listen to us, we may still avoid that outcome. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine?
Pode contar um pouco mais sobre você primeiro, não vamos?
Of course. But first, let me ask you this. What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market?
Exploradores, só faz...
Yes! Finally, a kindred spirit operating on my own wavelength. You see, while many ships will operate to that end, few ships are designed with exploration as their primary goal. It is my belief that if we build a ship with that in mind, Strad Eklund will dominate that market sector. It's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration, fueled by ordinary people like you and me.
Esse conceito ruim, mas parece que tá um produto nicho. Vamos lá.
Thanks. Let me tell you, we would not regret going with my idea. This is a chance to do something that will truly inspire future generations. Well, as a senior designer, I'm trusted to work on some pretty important features on these ships. Most of my work is on the technical features, designing them to be more user-friendly. Computer systems like navigation, targeting, you name it. It may not be as glamorous as what Frank does, but without me, these ships would be almost impossible for the average consumer to actually use.
Mensagem da empresa.
Why do I feel like answering this could be a trap coming from someone who was sent here by Walter to step in and take over our project? It's not like I have anything to hide. I used to think working for a super wealthy corporation would be terrible, but honestly, it's pretty great. They've been good to me, and the stability is way better than any startup. I've had opportunities I wouldn't have anywhere else, so yeah, pretty great. Bye.
This is going great.
Vamos falar com...
Fantastic.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
Achei que falei pra poder ajudar.
Just so long as you don't push us to make anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track. Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible. It's simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side. Let me tell you, all the creative minds around here are so concerned with designing the most innovative and fancy ships possible. They never stop to think about the kind of work it takes to do that in a reasonable time frame. Yes, we're engineers. Our job is to make the bloody impossible possible. But that doesn't mean it's easy or practical. That and there's never enough of us to go around. Couldn't figure it out from the engineering talk? I'm an engineer, mate. It means I'm the one who's got to put together all these plans and actually make the bloody ship fly. Been doing it for going on 25 years at various star yards. They still haven't realized this place would fall apart if not for me. Instead of letting me get to my work, they keep giving me fancy new titles and got me tied up in endless meetings like this one. No, I'm just trying to set realistic goals. Sorry that ain't exciting to you. So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could fly it. Wait, really? I was expecting we'd have to argue a bit more than that. Well, that's a relief. I hope you're being sincere. Because if I can convince them to go with mine, it'd save us all a lot of trouble in the end.
Excelente engenheiro-chefe.
Yep, that's me, innit? Been here since the start of the company. Done engineering for going on 30 years total. But I keep telling them, it's senior, not lead engineer. I've got no interest in being lead. Too much management. Not enough tactile work. And yet here I am. Resigned to my fate on the R&D team. No, not really. I like to think I don't have the ego for it. I've got nothing to prove, and I don't rightly care to make my mark on the industry. All I want to do is build the best damn starships I can, not get bogged down with all the excess particulars. But upper management loves the work I do, and they wouldn't let me say no to this. I guess they needed someone to keep everyone's heads out of the clouds, so here I am. I assume you mean the company and not the people. Because even if I didn't already think so, I'd tell you that both Walter and Issa are great. The company's still kind of young as far as star yards go, but it seems to be going in the right direction, despite what it may look like. I've been doing this for a while at other star yards, and so far, we're avoiding a lot of the mistakes some of the older corps have made. Right. Take care.
Então, cada pensa de jeito, só que o que acontece? Eu acredito que independente da opinião deles, se a gente pegar um orçamento maior ou menor ali, já define a nave,
That data from your ship is going to be critical to our design process, assuming you can handle the missions. Oh, yes, I actually do have a proposal. I wasn't really expecting you to give me feedback, but why not, I guess. I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market. Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially among the hard-blooded free stars.
No mundo caças
I'm glad you
estelares.
brought that up. No, and yes, there's a lot of work out there that requires a capable fighting ship. But the real success comes from UC military contracts, which we would hope to attract by building a higher-end version of this ship platform for them. We'd want to give it strong weapons, tough defenses, plus good speed and maneuverability. Most starfighters are fairly small, and the tricky part is keeping costs down with all those fancy modules.
Uma opção válida, sério, uma péssima ideia. Talvez seja melhor trabalhar mais na ideia. Parece uma aposta garantida para a empresa.
You could be right. There's got to be a better way to pitch the idea. I'll give it some more thought. Thanks.
Tá, falando todo mundo
Lots of
aqui.
work to do, but we'll get through it. Don't worry.
Tipo assim, de todos eles, a que eu realmente fiquei em dúvida, né? Fiquei em dúvida. Vamos lá, a gente tem que fazer esse daqui. São essas 4 missões. Transporte 2 para corrida contra padrão de passageiro, pagamento de entrega.
Abershaw can help you if you need anything. Welcome to Stroud Eklund.
Tá, eu tenho.
Everything's so new here. Hope you have a good stay.
Segurança.
Abershaw's in the showroom if you're ready to buy. These ships.
Tá, para aquelas outras 2 missões eu tenho que trocar de nave. É, de repente. Conclua a missão de passageiros e conclua a missão de caça. Então, a missão de passageiro. Então, onde que eu tô? Que é para onde o sistema indo? Tá. É isso que eu queria saber. Não.
What's helium-3? Helium-3 is a stable isotope of helium that is used as fuel for grav drives, Tashi. What's a grav drive? You know what a grav drive is, or you should. You wrote a paper on it. I'm not sure Billy does know what a grav drive is. Class, please, talk quietly amongst yourselves. This is important. Do you have any extra ship parts?
Quantas peças você precisa? Espero que tenha ganhado adicional de salubridade. Parece que merece.
Let me see. Mrs. Whitmore, who are you talking to? Is it a pirate? Pirates? There are pirates? What? No. No pirates. Everyone is safe.
Sua pirata sim. Vamos passando os espólios. Não, vamos.
Smokes! Constellation! The explorers? That is so cool! In space you can encounter all sorts of fascinating people. Now, everyone, settle down. The driver said ship parts should be sufficient for us to repair our ship.
Não pode pegar, mas não é de graça. Aceito qualquer coisa que possa dar em troca. Vamos.
Yeah, it's not much. Thank you. Class, we'll be leaving shortly. Everyone buckle in.
Trepoço industrial. Vamos ver isso aqui. Inion 4. Vamos pra lá. Tá doido? Nossa, cara, não dá pra... Ah, acabei com o negócio e... É isso mesmo? Eu destruo uma nave e sou batido por outra. Tá vendo? Não... Ah, zoou que... Tá, eu não consigo... Pra eu destruir a nave... Não dá, cara. É porque eu doei as partes, então eu não tô sem... Hostil. Não, tem que ser para outro sistema. O problema é eu conseguir dar fuga dessa... Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. Tem 2 combates. No balístico. Agora sim.
Crab jump is back online.
Cadê Phantom? Deixa eu só pegar o conteúdo das naves, né? Na área omissão, tá. Deixa eu fazer uma outra coisa aqui. Tá, a gente veio pra missão. Não, mas eu não quero a missão. O que é isso aqui de pala? Ver se consigo. Tipo assim, eu quero ver um local de pouso pra consertar a nave e eu preciso trocar a nave, né? Aqui, ó, entreposto científico.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
Ah, não, daqui não tá, não é o que eu queria. Então vamos pra... A gente tem que ir pra uma cidade. Distribuição comercial Nova Atlântica. Vamos pra lá? Dá uma viagem rápida pra lá.
While we're here, let's swing by Centauri so I can pick up some ammo.
I recall someone's power kept going up. You know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg.
Vamos voltar pro...
So much to see, so much to learn. Life is beautiful. Yes?
Resolvi levar a viagem rápida pra...
Things for you.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Tá, vamos consertar a nave.
Need some work done? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked. Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new. Sure, have at it.
Vamos ver, vocês viram? Eu fiz um corte aqui, só de aqui da nave, né? Mas... no fundo a gente não consegui, né? Preciso mesmo é do... Não é isso que eu quero, não. Tripulação. Será que agora eu consigo? Se eu não designar, né? Vamos ver. Depois eu faço a designação do...
My business is switching to Stroud Eklund. Makes sense.
Vamos ver pra onde que a gente vai.
I have things for you.
Que eu cheguei aqui com o motor gravitacional carregado. Tá, eu não vou conseguir porque eu preciso preparar a nave. Vamos fazer uma coisa aqui.
I came out of curiosity.
Well, we're making progress now. I'd like to believe that you can help my team work well with each other again, but we'll see.
Ah, it's an excellent design, Jules. A ship like that is designed to focus on a mission and execute its job to perfection. Well done.
Ah, so you just did the one bounty mission. Well, doesn't look like you ran into too much trouble, I hope. Anyway, the data you collected will help us focus our ship design and cater towards certain pilots. Now we just need to solve our interpersonal issues so we can agree on a design. Easy, right?
Não se preocupe, vou fazer que todos trabalhem juntos.
You seem awfully confident for someone who doesn't know how long we've been dealing with this. I've tried everything I can think of besides some sort of hokey team building exercise. So, what do you think you can do differently?
Dinâmica de grupo, meditação de que pode acalmar uma pessoa e faz que trabalhem juntos.
You know what? Why not? I'll try anything at this point. Stranger things have happened. And since you mentioned the idea, I think you should be the one to lead us in the guided meditation. Just feed us a steady stream of whatever positive affirmations you've got. I don't know if it will solve the design conflicts, but maybe it'll get everyone working with each other again. And I'll take what I can get, even if it leads to a more ridiculous design. So, you're sure about this? Okay, this should be interesting, since I doubt any of us know what we're doing with this. Okay, everyone, listen up. Our new friend offered to lead us in a group meditation session as a sort of team-building exercise. Everyone take a deep breath, try to relax, and we'll get started momentarily. Listen to what he says and repeat his affirmations.
Não sei o que eu quero dizer.
Teamwork is
Stronger,
Teamwork is
better
Together.
Nossa.
Maybe they should. Right, Frank? Don't think I didn't see you. Come on, everyone. Can't you at least put in the same effort I am?
I am confident you will
Succeed.
A coisa que precisamos fazer é confiar uns nos outros, algo do tipo.
I trust in my teammates and they trust me.
I believe in
myself and my ability to do my job
myself and my
well.
ability to do my job well.
É, tá quase.
We will get this project back on track, and nothing will stop us from
success. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Thank you for leading us. I hope that was somewhat relaxing, at least.
Yeah, it was, kinda.
It was fine. I'm good to go over here.
You know what? I'll do whatever anyone wants, so long as I never have to go through something like that again.
Okay, everyone. I think that's it. Let's get back to work.
É uma maneira de...
Well, we're making progress now, I guess. Based on the decisions you made, well, I'm not quite sure what kind of ship we're going to end up with, but it should be capable in a variety of situations. It sure will have a lot of stuff to it. Now that we've addressed all our issues, we can move forward, finalize the design, and get this into production pretty quickly. If you could do us a favor and let Walter know that we're back on track, I'm sure he'll be thrilled. Thanks for your help.
Tá, vamos voltar pro... Não é que... Ah, é complicado. Não, não é complicado. Só que... Acho que eu não tenho nave suficiente pra fazer isso aqui, né?
Be advised, you are entering United Colonies space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit.
Tem que...
I picked up something you might be interested in. You've got something for me? Fishing for a handout, eh? Maybe another time.
Vamos lá.
Can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves for our next mission.
Cadê? Ele tá lá em cima.
I'm expecting big things from you with this ship project. Good to hear. I figured as much. See, I just finished looking over the final design they sent over before you arrived. I've got to say, it's certainly interesting. They managed to cram just about everything they could into it. Honestly, I don't think it ever occurred to me to do something like that. I'll be honest with you. This is the most expensive ship we've ever made. But I'm confident we can set a price point to make it work. I'll be happy to make it my new personal ship. Additionally, I want you to have one of the first off the assembly line for all of your hard work. Feel free to pick it up at the Star Yard. Thanks again.
Tá, vamos ver. Gente, tá, não é isso que eu quero não, mas tudo bem. Vamos para o astroleiro, vamos ver a nave, né? Pera aí. Acho que a gente não precisa. Olha! Kepler R. É interessante, hein? Tem bastante fuselagem. Não tem capacidade de carga oculta. A gente tem que botar o... É bastante carga, hein? Ah, eu pensei que eu tinha que vir aqui. Já que a gente não precisa, vamos pro... Vamos pousar a nave, né?
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are cleared to land in New Atlantis.
Vamos pegar um pouco a nave aqui. Eu só vou fazer uma coisa nela, só vou... Vou mudar de nave.
Hey, what can I do? Need some work done? Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape. Sure, have at it.
Tá. Nossa, isso aqui é classe C. Eu não consigo... Aqui não tem. Pô, zoado, hein? Só mudou a cor também. A cor ficou legal, hein? Pena que eu não tenho coisa pra... Ó, o outro. Bugado. Ah, bom, gente. Vou ficando por aqui. Se vocês gostaram, deixa um like, se inscreva no canal. Até a próxima com mais vídeo. Valeu.